Hello, Chimesters, and welcome to my channel, where I do interactive role plays as well as other things. Today's role play is the fourth part in a series that I'm doing called the My Little Runaway series, and this installment is called Another Prodigal Comes Home. Before I start this role play, I want to let you know that if you would like to leave comments, feedback, and suggestions for future role plays, you can leave them in the comments section below. Or you can direct message me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @ChimeBear1. Also, I now have podcasts on Anchor and Spreaker. You can also hear them on Spotify, Breaker, and Radio Public. And if you cannot, for some reason, access YouTube, or you don't want to feel like messing with it and you want to just hear the podcast, you can find me there as well. I'll have same stuff pretty much there as here with some minor differences. So I hope you enjoy this, and we'll see what happens. Enjoy the roleplay. Oh man, hot out there. All right, let me head to the kitchen in just a second here. Now, who would that be? Hello? That's funny. Someone rang the doorbell. But no one's here. I hear some rustling. Who's back there? Who's behind the doorpost? Come on out. Yep, that's a dog paw. Why, it's my daughter and her seeing eye dog. Hey, come on out. Why are you hiding behind the doorpost? You were afraid that if I weren't home that your stepmother would answer. I see we're going to have a little talk about this. Why don't you come on in out of the heat? Yes, it's hotter than the dickens out here. Yes. Yes, you can bring your dog in too. Come on. Let's get out of this heat. Oh, I can't say I'm surprised actually. What brings you all over this way? I haven't heard from you in ages. You just came by to see if your sister was okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, as a matter of fact, she's on the back patio with your stepmother working on an art project. Okay, hold it right there, young lady. Don't you get all persnickety and defensive with me. I forgive you. You can let your guard down. I'm going to tell you, you are safe here. Honey, you and I are alike in personality. I can kind of read you very well, because you act a lot like me. Why don't you come on in? Yeah, come on in the living room. Yeah, it's a nice place. I like it. You have some questions for me. Okay, I'm not surprised. Your sister did too, and your brother, although he hasn't asked yet, he will eventually. I've tried contacting you. But every time I do, I never hear from you. No, I do care. Why haven't I... Okay. The reason I haven't helped you, because how can you help someone you don't have a relationship with? Okay, first of all, I did not divorce you. I divorced your mother. No, I did not choose to walk away from new kids. No, I did not. Yes, I was interested in what you were doing. However, I was driven away. I'm going to tell you right now. Your mother has a totally different perspective. Now you're going to get mine. Are you willing to hear it? Okay. When you kids were younger, about 9 years ago, when your mother and I separated, all four of you, especially you girls, looked to me like I was 8 feet tall. And then when I left, your mother took charge. You know what? That was not her place to tell you that I have all kinds of problems. I'm not perfect. I will tell you that. No one is perfect except Jesus Christ, and you know that as well as I do. When I came back home, I tried rebuilding relationships with you kids. But I was always either told to stay out of the way or be quiet. And after you hear that for so long, you do it. Honey, you did the same thing. Yes, you did. Before I left, I noticed it. You were like me. You were in your own world a lot of the time, and I understand why. Yes, because I went through the same thing when your grandpa and my mother divorced. It was an escape. And I don't blame you at all. No, I don't. No, your stepmother did not make me leave your mother. This is the same thing I told your sister. I left on my own will. Because the marriage between your mother and I was dead. It had been dead for years. That's right. As a matter of fact, your youngest sister and your stepmother are getting along quite famously. Even our dogs are getting along. Yes, your brother brought over her dog, your sister's dog, a couple weeks ago. No, I haven't heard from your oldest sister, and I'm gonna let God handle that if she chooses to come around. But I will say she will be welcome here just like you are. Okay, the question I have for you is, and I asked your sister this, you don't have to answer this right now. Are you willing to give me a chance and your stepmother a chance? Are you willing to rebuild the relationship that we once had? I know it would be different because you're of age now. You're an adult now. And it's a little different. The father-child relationship. A father of an adult child, all they can do is come along and give them guidance if and when they need it or want it. I'm not going to force you, and I told your sister this too, and your brother already knows it. I'm not going to force you guys. And I'm not going to talk bad about your mother. I will tell you my side of things if you want to hear it, but I will never ever talk bad about your mother. Yes, your stepmother does want you. She loves you just like you were her own. She doesn't have any kids. Yes. Honey, you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Well, we will work that out. How did you get here, by the way? You walked. I thought you had a backpack. Duffel bag, excuse me. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Are you willing? Do you want to come back and see your sister and say hello to your stepmother? It's okay. I understand. Honey, it took me years to accept your step-grandmother. I'm not asking you to accept her right away. Just give it time. Leave it with God and He will help you. He's had to help me accept. Yeah, I know your youngest sister still fully hasn't accepted, but she is learning, and she's also allowing your stepmother to help her with some of her art projects, which is great because they both have that in common. Yes, you'll find that you'll have some things in common with your stepmother too. That's right. Honey, I have always loved you. I have always cared for you. I don't know why you were told such things. Mothers and fathers care for their kids a lot differently. That's the way God designed it. Even though I divorced your mother, I did not divorce you. I love you guys very much. Yes. No, I don't expect you to call your stepsister mom. I told your brother the same thing. And your sister. And your stepmother will tell you also, whatever you're comfortable in calling her. As long as you show it with respect. Yes, that is one of my rules. You will respect people around here, including me. I know your mother disrespected me, and you guys did too. Don't tell me you didn't. Yes, you did. In more ways than one. Yes, I was hurt by it. Of course I forgive you. I'm willing to start with a fresh slate. Are you? Okay, why don't you come on back? I'm sure the dogs will get along just fine. Your youngest sister's dog and our dog get along just fine. Come on back, let's go.